Welcome to Gasket U. I'm Ryan Hunter, the Gasket Professor. Well, my start really came 2 generations back with my grandfather. He actually began building bootleg liquor cars for rum running and moonshining. Then my dad, of course, was a motor guy and still is to this day. And my start came shortly after high school. Started high school with a 65 Chevelle with a small block in it, and I experimented with that engine all different ways. Then shortly after that became a professional engine builder. Along with my auto parts career, right out of high school, I began behind the parts counter. And in 1990, as a result of a racing operation, my brother and I were racing a blown gas flat bottom with a big block Chevrolet in it, and a 1471. That was among other racing ventures. But that really led to my purchasing SCE Gaskets in 1990. We bought that company as an operation that would fit inside this area that I'm sitting right now, and grew the company over the next 24 years to a multi-location operation where we manufacture about 90% of what we sell to the marketplace in the United States, Canada, and Australia. I hold multiple patents in gasket technology, United States utility patents for head gaskets, head gasket improvements, and even into the heavy truck business. Well, gasket development actually is kind of a need-driven thing. And we, as manufacturers who answer the phone regularly in multiple locations, hundreds of calls a day, are in a really great position to know what the needs in the industry are. We have customers that feed us questions. They have a need. We then get to go about solving the problem. And that's really the driving force in gasket technology. The nature of engine building is to push the envelope, and as engine builders we know that engine building is somewhat of a spiral staircase. We can solve a problem at one point, build the motor and build horsepower, and pretty soon we're back to the same point. So we deal with the same kind of component on an increasing scale. And what we have to do as gasket designers is match up materials, technologies with the current need of the engine. And sometimes those needs vary between different types of engines too. For example, the small block Chevrolet happens to have 5 head bolts around it. There are a number of engine blocks that are in performance use today that only have 4 head bolts per cylinder. That presents a different set of problems, and we have to come up with a different solution for those guys. I'm Ryan Hunter, the Gasket Professor. This has been another episode of Gasket U. Email tech questions to us at tech@scegaskets.com.